Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we were about to do something kinda risky. And before we get to that, I would like to go through our jobs here real quick. We're probably going to need some jobs after this. Actually, we're probably not. We're going to be able to put a lot of people to work, aren't we? Most likely. For the time being, I'd like to get a mining district building here. What else do we need? Anything? Unification station needs a job. Sure. We'll upgrade our administrative complex. Why do we have a robot assembly complex on here? You know what? Let's replace that with a gene clinic. Okay. We must have captured it that way, and I just never changed it? Interesting. We've also got this foundry station where we can repair our corporate culture site. We may as well. Sure. For now, that'll all do. And I would, at this point, like to hop in over this way. Now, they've got a lot in this system, and I kind of want to fight them here. It's dangerous because they can just come over quite easily. We'll see how it goes. Are our edicts on? We're going to want edicts, for sure. No, they're not. Okay, so let's turn these on right now. Not as fuel, as shield boost. There we go. So we'll do something along the lines of that. Now, will this be considered home territory for us? I don't know. This is within our federation. See, I wish we had access to, like, buffs that these had. That'd be really, really nice. Unfortunately, we simply don't. We're going to head on in and see how this ends up going. It's going to be very interesting, for sure. They've got some things over here for right now. In fact, a lot. They have a lot here. These guys are moving up towards the gateway, or to the hyper relay, rather. These are moving away. So these that are moving away should be reasonably fine. How long till we jump? 12 days. Okay. So our allies are taking the brunt of this fighting. We're going to pop in afterwards and act as a bit of cleanup here. That's the idea. So here we are. And it's going to take us some time to actually get involved here. Now, are these allies coming through? Actually, it looks like they are. So we have allies coming through as well. The question is, just how many forces are these guys going to send? These are headed up here now. Well, this looks spicy. This might come down entirely to whether we have home territory advantage here or not. I have no idea how this is going to go. This is going to be a big old battle. And these guys are moving suspiciously towards the star. I hope that they're not getting bugged here. That would be very sad. Now we see a lot of ships coming in here. And here's their reinforcements. But our reinforcements are still coming in. And we've done a lot of damage to this initial fleet here. So the question is, are we just going to swarm around here? That's the question. These guys are going to take a lot of damage. Because they're not swarming here, they're doing what they're supposed to do, which is going to get them massacred, I'm afraid. We currently have 5 fleets swarming around the star. Paradox really needs to fix this. Like, really badly. They should not be doing this. This is a bug. We see a lot of enemy forces down here. I definitely think that this fleet should retreat. And we'll keep an eye on these fleets. And we'll retreat them as we feel it's necessary. Okay. The Federation fleet should certainly retreat at this point. Emergency FTL that. Oh, these guys are finally starting to engage now. Now that all of these reinforcements are coming in. It's way too late for that. So, we maybe could have won this if these fleets had properly engaged. As it is, this fleet's gotta go. And apparently the Admiral died in that evac. Okay. We'll keep going for the time being. Yeah, these guys are still swarming the star here. There's no reason for this to be happening. This is just a bug. And unfortunately, it's a pretty long-standing one. Very sad indeed. Well, this fleet needs to retreat. That was not the one I thought I had selected. That wasn't either. Okay, I guess all of those fleets are retreating. This Titan probably should too if it can, but it can't for another 7 days. So, I mean, these forces up here haven't taken much damage, right? There's no doubt about that. And our Federation forces over here absolutely have gotten battered. Are they still bringing in additional reinforcements here? Yes, they are. So we're going to have to back off here. I see that our Federation has a few forces over in Havenstar that are probably going to jump over. But overall, this isn't going tremendously well, right? I think that we still would have had to retreat even if the star bug hadn't have happened. And we definitely should retreat now. So we're just going to leave. We're out of here. This Titan's going to retreat as well as soon as it can in 13 days. It's just going to sit back here and be shielded by our Federation forces, hopefully. But we were forced to retreat there. They had superior numbers, right? They did bring in the rest of their forces. That's kind of to be expected.
Planetary market secured.
So that's going to be painful. We've got 7 days on the Titan retreat. I don't know if the Titan's going to survive. It might auto-retreat. Okay, it auto-retreated. Cool. So they had the numbers to pull that off. We certainly could have done more damage to them, I feel like, before their additional forces came in. I think we still would have ultimately lost this battle without that bug. But ultimately, we would have done a fair amount more damage, I think. So we're just going to let these guys chill here for now. And when are our forces going to come back? It shouldn't be too bad, right? Yeah, that's like this month into next month. Cool. Where are we going to come back, I wonder? We were in the Elinme system, of course. We should be starting to return fairly soon here. The Ready Swarm 18 is already back in Nightbirth. Okay, get repairing, and let's get that fleet reinforced. Right. We are very, very short on dark matter. That's to be expected. We should certainly buy in a little bit. I really don't want to buy too much, but we should buy some. You should return to Nightbirth Station as well.
Starbase under assault.
I'm not sure where this Titan was intended to go. So that's going to be interesting. But all of these guys are coming back to Nightbirth. So we definitely did some damage to them. There's no doubt about that. But was it enough? Probably not, is the answer. Now, these guys are supposed to be invading somewhere up over here. I think they're supposed to be landing here, right? They already have. Right, this is already taken back. Okay, do we go into Havenstar from here and attempt to land on Solorum Cove? Apparently we can't land on that. Oh, no, we can. I was just clicking on the wrong thing, I guess.
Under assault.
Sure. I've had a long day at work. I'm very tired right now. But we'll see how that ends up going. Yeah, it's not that much in terms of fleet power here. Now, we did realize that they were also attacking us up over here, and I would like to deal with that. We're going to have all of these forces make sure that they go back and repair at Nightbirth Station. Getting these repairs done is of utmost priority. So let's just get scrolled through this a little more quickly than the scroll wheel is getting us here. There we go. Something along those lines. So all of these guys are going to return back.
Starbase
This Titan, an unauthorized synthetic project? Okay, sure. This Titan is supposed to go somewhere. Possibly the Ready Swarm 10. I think it's probably least likely since I've been reinforcing mostly with the reinforced fleet button. Hello. I see these guys up here. I think they are intended to go into like the Ready Swarm 10. Apparently we cannot merge them in.
We have lost a starbase.
Okay. That's noted.
Station under
They're pulling
assault.
a lot of things into Viscaran's Maw. That's definitely intriguing. I'm thinking about sending the Juggernaut over to Ofang right now. This is a very weak force here. It would be quite a journey. I think we're better off leaving it in Ril Samat and just letting one of these guys repair. I think that's the best bet here. So that is indeed
Research
exactly what we're going to do.
actualized.
Cell revitalization is not very helpful, if I'm honest. So the Federation is actually going right back into Alinmii. Interesting. These guys have kind of
Commencing seizure
abandoned
of
this area
planetary
at this
asset.
point. Not fully, but kind of. Terminal egress is under our control at this moment. So that's certainly noted. Down over this way, Jevon's Maelstrom has fallen. Okay, so they're splitting up.
Station under assault.
That's definitely good for us, for them to split up. I do want to continue to hit this reinforced fleet button, and I saw that we needed like 100,000 alloys. We may in fact need more than that because of our dark matter limitation. I would not be surprised if that was the case. Cool. So the radioactive raiders, can we group these together? No. Can we group you together? No. Uh-huh. Why can we not merge you? Oh, this is a Federation ship. Right. That would do it. Can you tell I'm
Station under
tired?
assault.
There we go. Fantastic. So a Federation ship gets merged with a Federation fleet. That would make sense. Cool. All of these are finishing up their repairs. They're not the
Planetary
strongest
market
at this
forfeited.
point, but they're also not
We
exactly
have
the
lost a
weakest.
starbase.
We failed to fend off invaders up over here, which is fine for now. We're waiting on the Forfan Starfleet and the planned swarm to finish up their repairs here. Just the planned swarm, and now they're all done. So I'd like to go take back Ofang. Yeah, it's a little bit out of our way, but we can hit that and then use the gateway to attack Viscaran's Maw and come down this way and attack Jevon's Maelstrom, which I think is reasonable at this moment. Now we have these guys over by Polymar, and I would like to move them up over towards Havenstar. I'd like to merge all of these together. I do see these forces in Alinmii, and we probably don't want to go there. Okay. Never mind. I think we're going to have these guys come down to Egelrod. And we're going to go land on Nefjalin. Yeah, that'll be fine. So off we go there. Is there a gateway here? There is not. Okay, so our Federation is going to lose this fight, right? There's no doubt about that. Here's a question. What do we suppose the odds are that they enforce peace here when we hit 100%? If we did, what would we lose? Possibly Viscaran's Maw. Possibly Ofang. I don't know if these are claimed or not. Almost certainly we would lose Jevon's Maelstrom and Tethel. Almost certainly. Perhaps we should hit Jevon's Maelstrom first. Try to cut them off a little bit from the L cluster. Especially with this leaving. I want to come down this way. Yeah, I think this makes sense. So we're going to continue to reinforce our fleets. That was saying 102,000. I think we're mostly dark matter constrained at this point. Yeah, we
Blocker
absolutely
liquidated.
are. We should buy in more dark matter if we can, to be honest. And reinforce that. That's now saying 100,000? Okay. Well, that's fine. No real shockers there. So we've now reached 100% war exhaustion. We have 24 months before they can force us into peace. So we'll keep an eye on that. The Ready Swarm 10 is still heading out over here. That's not okay. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to come down to Jevon's Maelstrom as well. Okay. Very awkward there. But we're just going to make our way in. What is the price on alloys right now? Oh, that's expensive. Okay. I'm not shocked about that.
Competitive station engaged.
Those prices have not been good basically since this war broke out. So, not shocking. Ooh, you're so far ahead of everyone else. That's going to be a little painful for you. Luckily, these guys show up. Unluckily, these guys show up. So they're popping through here. Are they coming from... Where are they coming from? Presumably they're coming through the gateway? Wait, no, they're coming through the hyperspace relay, right? Yeah, they're coming through the hyper relay. So they're coming from, like, down here. Where are our other fleets? They really should be here. 12 days out still. Wow, they're going at vastly different speeds. Okay. Well, we have some reinforcements on the way here. These guys are going to take a hammering. Unfortunately. We certainly need to turn on our edicts. So we're going to do that. We're going to turn all of these right on. There we go. And now...
Fleet asset lost.
There was a fleet up here. It must have fully retreated at this point. That's what happens when fleets massively outpace everyone else. These guys cannot retreat yet. Now, our main fleets are coming through here, and we can win this. In theory. Assuming that these guys don't just swarm the star like they appear to be doing. Please do something useful. It would be very nice if they would do something useful. Alas, they seem ill-inclined to do so. Now, we are seeing the enemy retreating here, and that's great. We're very, very glad to see that. Okay, our swarmers are actually doing things, so that looks good. One enemy fleet remains. They have retreated. These guys actually jumped in here. That's an interesting choice. We now have control over the hyper relay, so they can no longer hyper relay in. We've definitely taken some hits here because we came in at wildly different times, but I guess that's fine. We do have reinforcements coming in, and that's all looking good. So that's great. We're going to win this battle. Reasonable victory there, and now we're going to come down and hit Tethel as quickly as we can. Are we FTL inhibited? No, it's just wanting to take the hyper relay, isn't it? But no, we can't take the hyper relay if they control Tethel. It's only partly occupied. Why is it wanting that path? I guess it's slightly faster? No, it can't be. 78 days. That can't be faster than just going here and moving down. It simply cannot be. Maybe this hasn't updated properly. That is a terrible path to take. That's going to take us back to the wormhole, then through the gateway. Then we have to go from the gateway over to Tethel and then jump in normally. Surely it's faster to go the other route, but whatever. I guess we'll go this way. That'll allow time for some of our reinforcements to get in, I guess. So sure. Seems okay. Now, we do have the arranged swarm over here, apparently. I wouldn't mind that potentially. No, it's too weak to go there. They retreated here. This is the ones that retreated. So I think that they should get themselves some repairs and just chill for a bit. I think that's going to be quite important for them. So let's make our way up here and see if there's any jobs work that needs to be done. Gossamer Prime is a forge world, and we are delighted to put in an industrial district on a forge world. That would be absolutely magnificent for us here. And that's all we've got for the moment. Okay. So we're going to head on down over this direction and make our way into Tethel eventually. Why are we showing no orders here? We clearly have orders. Okay. I want all of you guys to just group up here. I don't want to go in all separately like we did previously. That would be very awkward indeed. I'm checking up here after the autosave anyway. There we go. Cool. So we know we're going to have to go up and take back Ophang. We're going to have to take back Viscaran's Maw as well. That's all acceptable and something we can do. We're seeing quite a lot of enemy forces over this way. And here, and here. There's a few Federation forces here. They're currently going to win this battle. However, there's a lot of enemy fleets in this area, and they could easily be destroyed. That said, these guys aren't all that powerful. It's mostly here. Yeah, this is more powerful. So they should not fight that if they can help it. I do see a large-ish attack out over this way towards Karathor. They're likely looking to open up this gateway. That's fine. For the moment, I'm not too concerned about that gateway. For the moment, we're going to get all of our fleets in here, and we're actually just going to bring every single... The stacked swarm and the ready swarm are here, huh? They should be grouped up with ready swarm 10. I'm quite confident in saying that. Okay, let's select all of our fleets here, and we're going to group all of them up right here. So they'll be arriving here shortly. The ready swarm... Let's see, what swarm was it that was in Nightbirth? The arranged swarm. Okay, they'll arrive there in 7 days. That's not bad. So we'll send them over. We're going to continue to 166. Yeah, it's not great. That's for sure. Our alloy situation is not amazing. Not going to lie about that. We're going to head up to Tethel, and we're going to get this back under our control. And then we're going to go and take back Viscaran's Maw, for sure. Then we can think about maybe coming over this way and doing something. I'm not sure what we would do just yet. For the moment, there's a lot of forces over here, and we certainly don't want to fight them. We'll continue to reinforce our fleets. And that's looking fine for the time being. We should have Tethel back under our control quite quickly here, and we've got reinforcements streaming in. Looks great. Cool. So now I want to take our fleets up and take back Viscaran's Maw. We'll arrive there in a few days, and the real question is... we should really just enter orbit of the L-Gate, right? Yes, we should just enter orbit of the L-Gate. We're going to arrive here at fairly different times. I also want to potentially grab a science ship and come down here and research the debris here. This would require a scientist, of course, and that can be our head of research. You can come down here and research these projects in the system. I'd be very happy to get some of this stuff.
Station under assault.
Okay, cool. Now, they did just move the salvaged fleet in here, but it just dies to our station, which is interesting. I'm not sure why they chose to do that. We'll continue to reinforce our fleets. That estimate is continuing to go up. Dark matter is painful for us, but I'm going to buy in 250 here. That'll keep us afloat on that for a while. Beautiful. So we're heading up into Jebin's Maelstrom. Reinforcements continue to flow in as our alloys flow in. That's saying 94,000. It's going to fluctuate around. It's probably that higher, like 160 estimate, though. More synthetic disappearances are happening. Okay. And these guys are now going to jump in to Viscaran's Maw.
Competitive station
and there we
engaged.
Beautiful. So we're, of course, going to have absolutely no problem taking this down, right? That's going to go super, super easily. There we go. I now want to take all of our fleets, and we are going to jump up to Rilsamat. We are going to enter orbit around the mega shipyard. We're going to get repairs, and we're going to sit somewhere relatively safe for a bit. We need to work on our ships. There's no doubt about that. This is fully occupied down here. Noted. So I'm going to take our transport fleet, and we're going to move them somewhere relatively safe as well, like Amara. Cool. For the time being, that'll do. Now, Brachium is a potential location for them to hit here, and it looks like that is indeed their goal. So they would be looking to take over that gateway. They would have to land on the system, on the planet, right? There's a planet here, isn't there? Yes. So they'd have to land on that. That would buy us some time to get there. And we're sufficiently battered at this point that I don't think that we want to contest that at this exact moment. Much as I'd love to, I don't think that's a viable option. Okay, so our Federation has continued to do battle up here, and they're continuing to whittle these guys down,
Station
actually.
under assault.
They're actually taking a lot of pressure
Starbase
over
under
here.
assault.
Now, this attack over here will be successful, but these guys have moved in
Blocker
here,
liquidated.
and we'll take that on. Assuming all of these guys in Barband move, which they haven't yet. But yeah, they're attacking Brachium, which I absolutely expect. So we're going to go get some repairs up over here. You are repairing, correct? Correct. Okay, I saw that move.
We have lost
Beautiful.
a starbase.
Yeah, losing the starbase is deeply unsurprising. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and 161,000 gross. And next episode, we are going to repair our fleets, and we'll see what we want to do about some of these incursions over here. But for now, things seem to be going okay for us. I'm not going to call this great, but they're okay. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kintogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.